You can now fill your pipeline with new leads without making a single cold call, without your team chasing anyone down, and without you touching a spreadsheet ever again. But only if the system behind it is actually built right. Now, most businesses hear AI lead generation and picture something quite complicated, something only a developer with like 10 years of experience could actually run. It's really not that complicated. And in this video, I'm actually going to show you exactly how to automate your entire lead generation with a single no-code AI system in 5 minutes in a way that makes sense, even if you have never built an automation ever in your life. By the way, if this is your first time on my channel, we are the Lobo Brothers. My name is Leston, and we have been running our AI agency, LBL Automations, for the last 2 years, building AI systems like the one you are about to see across industries from real estate to med spas, call centers, immigration law, and online coaches. And these are all the systems that we have built, which you're seeing on the screen. So if you want an AI system set up for your business specifically, check out the first description to apply to work with our team. So let's get back into the video. By the way, even in this day and age, most business owners doing at least say 30 to 50K a month are either still relying on referrals or manually doing lead generation the old way, which is manually finding leads, manually researching them, manually reaching out to them. And every hour spent doing that by hand is an hour your pipeline isn't growing on its own. Now that's literally hours a week spent on something that can be done in minutes with an AI system I'm about to show you. So before we get into the actual automation system on the right AI tool, let's look at the overall workflow and structure about exactly how this automation system actually operates. So there are 3 things happening in this lead generation system. First is finding, second is researching, and third is reaching. That's it. Okay, number 1 is finding. The system is constantly scanning for exactly the kind of customer you want. So your ideal ICP is sourced directly from LinkedIn. Number 2 is research. So once it finds someone, it doesn't just grab a name and an email. It pulls together who they are, the company website, what their business does, what they might actually care about, their role in the industry. That's the part your team used to spend, say, hours on manually. Now it happens before you've ever even had your coffee. This research is done entirely using a tool called Appify. And finally, number 3 is reaching. So the system even writes a message like an email that actually sounds like it's talking to that specific person and not a generic template blasted to 1,000 strangers. And it logs all this information, everything back into one place so nothing falls through the cracks, your CRM. Now this message is drafted entirely using ChatGPT or any LLM of your choice. Now let's look at the numbers behind actually running the system for your business. So manual lead researching and qualification runs a business anywhere from $50 to $500 per qualified lead and eats up more than half of a typical sales representative week. Now, for a business with a team size of say 5 to 15, that's tens of thousands of dollars a year in time that never turns into a closed deal. So systems like this one, which you're seeing on the screen, are built to cut that cost in half while giving your team back a full day or more a week they used to actually lose to research, manually following up, and appointment setting. So most of you watching this video think the fix for not getting enough leads means hiring a specialist to chase them down, but you don't really have to spend $3,000 a month in this day and age for that specialist when you've got an AI system that does all the heavy lifting of lead generation for you, which is pretty much more work done for literally half the cost it would take to hire a lead generation expert. Now, finding and researching leads is only half the equation, because once you've got a pipeline full of the right people with the right messaging crafted using ChatGPT, you still need something that turns them into booked calls without you or your team manually doing appointment setting and follow-ups. Now there's a whole other system on its own, which you're seeing on the screen right now. So this system connects to your CRM, whether it's Go High Level, Salesforce, or Sheets, and sends out anywhere from 50 to 1,000 emails every single day. If there's no response from the lead within a week, it follows up automatically on schedule, again at like 7 and 14 days. Now, an additional system that you could layer on top of these two is a cold calling agent, where you literally train a voice AI to cold call and set appointments for you in your brand tone and voice instead of paying an appointment setter a commission or doing it yourself, especially if you get the nerves of cold calling a random stranger. So that's the 3 systems. It finds the right people, researches them, and it even reaches out to them, all without you or your team ever lifting a finger. The only thing that changes on your end is your calendar starts filling up, so you got to keep on top of that with the sales call. Alright, we are in the home stretch, so if you want this AI system set up for your business, just check out the first link to book a call with our team, and check out this video somewhere linked over here and in the description, which walks you through exactly how to pick the right AI system and tool for your business by conducting your very own AI audit in this day and age. Also, if you want to learn how to build and deploy this system on your own, join our school community where you can grab this template along with a full setup guide on how to set it up for your specific business. Alright folks, I'll see you guys next time's video. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe. Cheers.